Oh my god.
I wanted you to see that. The hair. And the dark black clothing contrasted with the color of the hair. I don't know what kind of color you call that. It's a reddish violet. Whatever. So there's a lot of subjects that I can address. I haven't done vlogs, but there's a lot of catching up to do. Marijuana legality. Legalization is happening in many states. Why? Well, it's just the majority putting in their opinion and doing these propositions and such. And then when they get approved, because it does demonstrate a majority, and becomes allowed as a valid choice of lifestyle. And especially from the point of view of medical usage, which is also a lifestyle choice. Now, I'm agreeing with it, but not 100%. I think that it's a very powerful substance. I don't call it a DRUG, drug. I just call it a natural substance, and there's a lot of them on the planet that we've been given by the creator within the creation, and I think it has to be done in moderation. I think that people as adults have to monitor what they're doing. As far as recreational usage in their lifestyle, that also was always allowed within the Constitution as a citizen of this nation, the United States, or the USA of America. It was always allowed, so we have to do a decriminalization and reverse the laws that restrict the civil rights, which were put into place, I think, all around money making. And this also comes back to the medical side of things, because doctors and the medical industry were making money by prescribing other types of things for people's problems and relieving their stress and pain and everything. So that puts you into the narcotics and the opiates range of substances, and marijuana was seen as the threat to that. You know, this is a major part of it. Second of all, you have to factor in alcohol. Alcohol is a major thing that competes with everything else, and it's a big industry. So I think what is happening, other than the majority rule, majority opinion taking effect in state governments, I think that you got to consider how the old established industries, those businesses and those cartels, are actually getting weaker. They're moving into different areas, and they're not as concerned about the conflict of competition. Okay, so there's a number of different factors here that are balancing out, and that's why we're seeing this law. So what does it mean for you? What does it mean for me? Less risk for whatever you do personally, but there's still repercussions if you expand into the business side of it. If you're going to make a whole bunch of money, you still might get in trouble. Every state now has a new procedure for licensing of commercial ventures into the substance. So that's what we're looking into. I have a lot of details on this, according to some of the states and some specific people that I'm acquainted with, but we're not going to get into that right now. I was just finding out these things as a friend. I didn't find them out as a party to any of the business contracts or licensing that was being involved, so it doesn't matter to me one way or the other. I'm not going to lose or gain financially, but as a friend to some of these people that were involved with the new laws and the new changes and the possibilities for money making, I just wanted to find out. I wanted to see actual case scenarios. So if I get a lot of interest on this, I get a lot of comments, then I might give you some case studies. But otherwise, not much more on this subject, so I'm going to move on to other subjects. In closing, I will tell you, no, I'm not high as I'm doing this. No, I haven't had any for weeks and weeks and weeks. Not even, I would say in the past 2 months, I have not even been around consuming more than a gram of this such substance, either in cooking or burning it or anything like that. Less than a gram in the last 2 months. So whether in secondhand contact or whatever it might be. So I don't want to hear any squares out there, people that are totally idiotic trolls coming on and saying all that. I should have put this at the beginning of the video, but I think it's been implied all along. So do what you want to do within reason. Don't get caught, and especially if it's harming anybody else, put it hide. That's it for Mystery. I'm glad to be back on. I'm glad to be vlogging, speaking my mind.